everyone. Welcome back. Our last guest is a master percussionist from Havana, Cuba, whose musical career started at the early age of 11 and has recorded with some musical greats, including Bruce Springsteen, Eddie Palmieri, Elton John, and that's just to name a few. And he's also contributed to well over 100 albums. And he's here to discuss his upcoming album release, Acertijos, Riddles, featuring Eric Clapton, Gilberto Santa Rosa, and Isaac Delgado. Please welcome Master Percussionist Pedrito Martínez.
Hello, hello. Thanks a lot for having me. It's a big honor for me. Thank you, thank you.
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
Thank you.
I just am in awe over the fact that you're featuring these artists that obviously come with their own eclectic sounds. So let's talk about why you chose to produce this over a pandemic. Let's start there.
I mean, I'm extremely excited that people been waiting for something new from me for such a long time, because the last record I put out was like more than 2 years ago. So I think that this period, the pandemic situation is a good time because people need some love in their homes. They really need someone to come out with an album that changed their perspective of the whole situation right now. You know, I want to bring some happiness to people all over the world with this album, and I think we accomplished all those things because I have so many different genres of music from different cultures all over the world, and also all the special guests I have, they came from different countries, and I think it makes it the diversity and the authenticity of the original and the originality of the songs made this album very, very cool for this period of time that, you know, we are living in a very uncertainly time, and people are suffering so much. So my purpose is to bring some joy to people's houses.
It's beautiful, and I love what you were saying with regards to the eclectic sounds, which also lends itself to just exercising inclusivity, and then there's you coming from this folkloric background of being your foundation and being one of the tops out there in the jazz world, and then now working with well, rather from what I understand, you've been friends with Eric Clapton for a while, but I'm just curious to know like why you chose the artists that you chose to be featured on certain songs.
I mean, when I was composing and doing the arrangement with the piano player, which is one of the key person that helped me to do all the arrangements, I had in mind all the time, you know, long time ago, I had in mind to have Eric Clapton as a special guest in one of my albums. And we talk about that many times, that he was extremely busy and, you know, it was not, the time didn't came.
Right.
So I was desperately waiting for this moment to come. And then I was in Europe, and I sent a nice email to Eric and say, Eric, I think this is the right time for you to be in one of my albums. Do you think that can be possible? And he said yes, and he bought a ticket for me to go to London. He put me in a beautiful hotel. He paid for the studio.
Wow.
And he did 3 songs. I was expecting him to play one song. He said, no, come on, I want to play your album. So we did 3 songs in the studio with him. It was like a dream come true, and he blew my mind. It was like I was not expecting that. It was beautiful, beautiful.
Wow, I'm excited for you. I felt your whole your essence in that experience, just in the way you described.
Oh my God. It was, you know, it's a unique experience. I mean, it's Eric Clapton, someone who's very famous. It's an icon, and we are great friends, but you know, there's some limits when you're asking a friend for a favor. So he was so nice and kind, and he put the album in another level. It's like beautiful. It was amazing experience.
Right. Oh my gosh. So let's just share with everyone what they can expect listening to this album, right? Because we have Eric Clapton in 3, you have Gilberto Santa Rosa, and then you have Delgado.
Delgado number 5.
Yes. So that sounds like different kind of music to me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this album was structured in a way that each song has its own identity, but always around the Afro-Cuban legacy, Afro-Cuban rhythms. That's what I've been uh, defending, and that's my mission. I've been doing that for many years, and on number one, where I invite Eric Clapton, and the the arranger was Dagoberto Gonzalez Jr., a great composer and songwriter from Cuba. He did the strings arrangement. So I was trying to include some classical music, which, you know, we have a big influence from classical music too, and also the mix with the Afro-Cuban on the same song. And then when Eric Clapton added the guitar, was like the jazz, the blues right there. So the first song, Aumba, is a mix of all those sounds. You know, it came out beautiful. I really loved it. And having Gilberto Santa Rosa, which is one of the most relevant figure in Latin world, is like another dream come true. You know, I know music, Gilberto Santa Rosa music for such a long time, and I've been big fan of him for many years. So he was very kind too. I said, Maestro, I need you on my album. And he said, I'll be there, man.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful,
I'm
beautiful,
so excited.
amazing.
I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. So I know it's being released in March, right?
March 19.
March 19, 2021, everyone. And that's going to be available worldwide through all streaming. But the beauty of what he's decided to do, which I find extremely fascinating, is he's also producing a limited vinyl version of it in CDs, right?
Oh my God.
Nobody does that anymore. I think that's so awesome that you're doing that.
I mean, you know, vintage clothes is beautiful. You know, sometimes you go to the store and you say, wow, what is that? It looks old. You say, you know, that's like 40 years old. It's a beautiful outfit. So I think that everything is a cycle in life. And you know, sometimes you need to go back to roots. You need to go back to old school. And I grew up listening to vinyl in my house. You know, my cousin teach me how to dance contemporary Cuban music, listening vinyl records. So, I mean, it's beautiful. And also, we were very careful about the artwork, which came out so nice too. So we're trying to make this album like an art.
Like an art piece and a classic.
Exactly.
And a classic. That's exactly what you're doing.
Definitely.
And so they can go to your website to, how are people able to order the limited edition in vinyl?
They can go to my website, pedritomartinezmusic.com. They also can click the link in my bio on Instagram, and it's gonna, you know, send them directly to the website. So those.
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break, and you're gonna play a little something for us, right? What are you gonna play for us?
What I want to play for you is like what we call it, the rumba pattern.
The rumba pattern. Espérate, let me throw the break, and then we're gonna come back, and then you're gonna do the rumba pattern. Oh my gosh, you guys, don't go anywhere, okay? We have to take a quick break, but when we return, Pedro Martínez, he's gonna play the rumba pattern, right?
Yeah. El patrón de la rumba.
El patrón de la rumba, no te vayas.